What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns breaking down the brand new trailer from Mafia 3, hot off the official Mafia Twitter, Facebook pages, and the YouTube channel, linked below in the description section for you to check out yourself. Introducing Cassandra, the Voodoo Queen. Pity the man that crosses her. A first-hand witness to the mob's ruthless trafficking rackets, she's vowed to take them down no matter the cost. She's as ruthless as she is mysterious. God help anyone that gets in her way. And I realize that Vito and Burke are probably two guys you don't want to mess with, but in my opinion, I think Cassandra might just be the scariest of Lincoln's lieutenants. First off, I want to thank you guys for the follow spike I've been enjoying on Twitter. You guys are awesome. And it's probably because of the love I've been getting from Mafia. So thank you, Mafia, for all you guys are doing for me. You are awesome. All my new followers, all my old followers, you guys rock. As well as all the subscribers joining the GeauxBurns Nation. Welcome all to the nation. Okay, so anyways, let's break down this trailer. That's why you're here, right? And of course, it opens very similar to the Lincoln Clay Soldier trailer a week or so back with the words Cassandra. Panning forward, it shatters, and then of course you see this art image of Cassandra. And of course she's looking all mysterious, sensual, at the same time kind of scary at the same time. It zooms in closer and closer into her eye, very similar to the art direction they did with Lincoln Clay. And I get the feeling that we're probably going to get more of these trailers, which I do not have a problem with. So be on the lookout in the next few weeks or so for a Burke trailer, as well as most likely a Vito trailer. I don't know if we're going to get any other trailers. Maybe a Sal Marcano trailer, maybe a few other characters in Mafia 3, but at the very least, I think we're going to be getting two more of these videos. One for Burke and one, obviously, for Vito. So it zooms into her eye, and of course, this is the first image that pops up, known as the Voodoo Queen. And I don't think that Cassandra is called the Voodoo Queen as some sort of honorary title or because she's part of a float in a crew during Mardi Gras. I think there's a very, very scary reason why she's the Voodoo Queen. And of course, image here of the abandoned amusement park in Delray Hollow, Barren Saturdays, obviously included in this trailer for a reason. Now, this could be a place where Cassandra is hiding, or it could be her base of operations. So I think there's something very important to Cassandra and Barren Saturdays, this abandoned amusement park in Delray Hollow. So we're definitely going to see a lot of the amusement park when Mafia 3 comes out in October. And Cassandra's probably going to be lurking somewhere in here, doing whatever she wants to do, because, hey, who's going to tell her otherwise, right? All right, so this next image is very interesting because it's on top of a table, probably inside of Cassandra's office or her room or where she does her voodoo stuff. And we're going to get a better shot of this because a few months ago it was announced that the Playboy magazines were returning to the Mafia franchise. You could collect them in Mafia 2, and you're going to be able to do so once again in Mafia 3. And the image that they showed to promote that was this one. And obviously I edited it a little censoring on my part. Better safe than sorry, even though it's a very artsy image. Some people may take it the wrong way. But anyways, this is the other shot of that image we just saw. See, right there. And obviously this is much better looking. So you get a better idea of all the stuff on the table, which is actually a mask. So that's a mask with some other really cool stuff and some potions, maybe some herbs, a box over here. So that's pretty cool. And a gun. Nice little revolver right there. So that's what this actually is. Just a better shot, more clear image of the interior of Cassandra's quote-unquote office, as we're going to call it. Okay, moving on to the next image. Of course, a more close shot of the mask. So this is one of the masks. I don't know if she wears the mask or is it just symbolic or maybe it's a family heirloom. It's interesting, though. Very cool looking. Took a lot of time and effort to obviously make this particular mask. All right, so she is the leader of the Haitian syndicate. And it's interesting because she's obviously very young. So there's a theory we're going to discuss in just a moment concerning Cassandra. And why would the Haitians be following this young woman instead of, you know, a more traditional, like, male character? Because this was the late 60s. And, you know, it was still during a time where, you know, men were still in charge of everything. But anyway, so she is obviously, at the moment in the game, leader of the Haitian Syndicate. And that's what the group is officially called, the Haitian Syndicate. Okay, so here's a cool image where someone is handing her a knife. And she's about to take the knife from this person's hand. So she's out with a vendetta. And I think, and I could be wrong, I think this might be Lincoln. Because it's a green jacket, obviously a black hand. So I think Lincoln is telling Cassandra to take the knife. For whatever rhyme or reason, maybe we'll find out in just a few minutes why she's using that knife. Okay, so anyways, just thought that was fascinating. It looks like she was kind of hesitating to take the knife from Lincoln. Like, all right, I'll take the knife. Fine, be that way. I'll do this myself, Lincoln. All right, if it's in fact Lincoln, it may be, it may not be. I think it's Lincoln. Okay, so next image, of course, is she has a vendetta against the mob, i.e. Sal Marcano and the Marcano crime family. Obviously, he's done her wrong. He did something to severely piss her off, along with whatever he's done to everyone else involved. Not just Cassandra, but Burke and Vito as well, including what he did to Lincoln Clay, Sammy Robinson, Ellis, and the rest of the Black Mob. So, obviously, Sal Marcano's running out of friends in New Bordeaux. Next image, of course, is one that I wish to discuss for a moment. Now, it obviously looks like that Cassandra's been torn up a little bit, and she's running towards this guy who's obviously dead. And in the background, this is obviously Lincoln Clay. And we can assume that maybe Lincoln had something to do with his death. Now, what's interesting about the clothing he's wearing is it's normal clothing. It's just like his regular t-shirt, regular pair of pants, similar to the trailers we've seen where he's hanging out with Ellis at Sammy's having a good time before the Marcano crime family came in and wiped out the Black Mob. Now, I theorize, and some other people as well, that Lincoln Clay and the Black Mob were contracted by Sal Marcano, this guy, to kill him. Now, who is he? And what does he mean to Cassandra? Now, the interesting thing is that yesterday, this postcard, well, it's not a postcard, okay. Yesterday, this addition to the Lincoln Clay case file was added. And you can check out that video up in the playlist as well for Mafia 3. It's over here somewhere. Okay, so anyways, this guy, Baca, the mastermind, as he's called, we believed at first, well, I did, that he was obviously involved with the Haitian Syndicate and that maybe he was a lieutenant of Cassandra's. Now, I think I was wrong about that part, and several other people have this theory as well in the comment section in that video. We believe now that it's quite possible that Baca is, in fact, Cassandra's dad. And I think this is Baca right here. So, Baca was killed, possibly by Lincoln, on behalf of Sammy, leader of the Black Mob, as a contract to hit out on Baca. Now, why was Baca killed? Well, you're going to have to go watch this video because there's some very important information about what Baca has been up to. So feel free to go check out that video over here in the playlist. All right, so anyways, I could be wrong about that theory. It's just theory. It's just speculation on our part, my part, and everyone else that had the discussion yesterday. But I theorize that that's Baca right there. And obviously she's not happy about the fact he's dead. And she's probably kind of pissed off at Lincoln and the Black Mob right now, which could lead to some serious ramifications in Mafia 3, if this theory turns out to be true. But anyways, that's just a theory, speculation on my part. Feel free and chime in with your own thoughts below in the comments section. And of course, another cool image is some more voodoo masks and stuff, as the image of her in the background mourning the loss of apparently her dad. I'm saying it's her dad. I think it's Baca. And of course, you got Lincoln looking onward. And that's the reason why I think it happens before, because of the fact that Lincoln is wearing a completely different outfit. He's not wearing his camo gear. He's not gone to war yet against the Sal Marcano crime family. He's just doing a job for Sammy because he's part of the Black Mob. All right, so anyways, these masks I was telling you about as the camera pans forward to the masks. And of course, another image of Cassandra. To settle the score, she is going to need a new family. And of course, this obviously is her new family. Burke, Lincoln, and Vito. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, GeauxBurns, if Lincoln, in fact, was responsible for Dad's death or was hired by Sal Marcano to kill Baca, then why would she be teaming up with Lincoln? Well, Lincoln too was betrayed by Sal Marcano, nearly killed. The Black Mob massacred. Lincoln Clay left for dead. And there's also a piece of evidence in the Lincoln Clay case files where he mentions that never in a million years that he thought that he would ever end up working with Cassandra. So whatever rift they had, they both come to realize that it was as a result of a common enemy. That in the end, it may have been Lincoln that killed Baca, but it wasn't his call. It wasn't his order. He was just the hitman. He was just answering to Sammy, who was answering to Sal. So I'm guessing it's going to be a whole enemy of my enemy type thing. So anyways, it doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to be all good with Lincoln and Cassandra. And once again, that is just simple speculation on my part. But anyways, she is part of this new family now, along with Lincoln, Vito, Burke. And this is the new criminal organization empire that they are building. And you'll be able to decide who is going to be your favorite lieutenant. Can you evenly distribute the territories like I'm planning on doing it? Or are you going to show favoritism to Vito, Burke, or Cassandra? Let me know below in the comment section which of the 3 new lieutenants is going to be your personal fave. And of course, another cool image of Cassandra. She looks like she has kind of a fun side to her. You know, it looks like she's not all serious all the time. She has kind of a smirk on her face, and I kind of like that about her. I like the fact that, you know, maybe she's not so one-dimensional. She can cut loose. She can have fun. Maybe. Maybe she has a little sense of humor. Well, I guess we'll find out more about her when Mafia 3 comes out. All right, so this is an interesting shot that I lit up a little bit. It's a very quick shot, and it's somebody knocking on a door. And I think it's Lincoln Clay knocking on maybe her door because it looks like, the green camo, and I believe that might be Lincoln's hand. So I just lit that up a little bit just to try and get a better idea of what this may entail because it's in the trailer, but it's only there for like a split second and a quick knock on the door. So I think it's Lincoln coming to, knock on Cassandra's door. And maybe even this is where, he tries to patch things up with her. If our theory, my speculation about everything else we just talked about is actually, legit, if that actually is how it's going to play out, then maybe he's going to have to first come to her and try and, figure things out between her and make her realize that, yeah, I did something bad to you, but at the same time, something bad was done to me, and it was done by the same guy, and maybe we should be friends instead of enemies. Maybe we should be frenemies instead. All right, so the next image, of course, is God Help Anyone. And, of course, cool image of her walking by with Lincoln in the background. And I think this plays back to the image a moment ago where someone was giving her a knife, and I think that somebody was Lincoln Clay. And obviously, this is the guy that needs all the help he can get right now, tied up at the mercy of Lincoln and Cassandra. And here, once again, is the knife. I believe this is the same knife that Lincoln Clay gave her, and I think it is Lincoln Clay. So, anyways, he gives her this knife, and of course, she has the knife in her hand, and she's looking down at her victim, this guy that they're interrogating, and it looks like she's about to have a good time at his expense. And of course, the motto of Mafia 3 is, family isn't who you're born with, it's who you die for. Of course, another cool image at the end of Cassandra along with Lincoln Clay. Mafia 3 is coming October 7th to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.